benefit. The 1%, they just take what they like. We've got to show up and vote for our rights. So vote in November. Vote.
How y'all doing, baby? It's Saturday. It is indeed Saturday, baby. I missed Friday. We usually celebrate our Beer and Bud Friday on Fridays, and I was away from the office, so here we are. We're live on Saturday, baby, to celebrate Beer and Bud Friday. Let's see who was in the room here. Let me check in here real quick. What? Don't be making noises at me, shit. Stephanie Dean jumped in here. Her and Jay are enjoying their Beer and Bud Saturday. Nancy Halverson's here. Brian Champagne, the remixtress, is with us. Karen Van White, Gary Springs here. Dorothy Tyndall. Woo! Adina Michaels here. Aaron Trombley. Oh, let me see. John Cass is here. George Murray. Jan Beats. Man, we got a string full. Stringed Assassin is here. Deborah Douglas. Let me see. Linda Lovely is here. Bill joins. How you doing? I hope you're having a great Saturday. Anyway, let me jump on down here. Because, shit, man, we got to catch up on our shit. Let me give it my thumbprint here so you can see. Oh, kiss my ass. Get out of here. I don't want to talk to you. Anyway, it is a dear Saturday. So let's get into the ceremony, baby. I am going to be enjoying a nice beer today, courtesy of Dr. Todd up in Wisconsin. Dr. Todd in the house. And today's beer is a filibuster ale. That's right, baby. It's a filibuster ale from the Minnecaw Brewery up in Wisconsin. Wisconsin? God, I hope I'm saying that right. Anyway, let's get on with the ceremony here. Woo! Filibuster, huh? Let's go. Oh, that's got a nice taste to it. That tastes like progress. Yeah, filibuster. We're going to get into that in just a minute. Anyway, y'all know the rest of the story. Get the beer off the ice. Put the bud in the bowl, baby. Or Cavendish or whatever you have laying around the house, I guess. It is indeed the holiday weekend, baby. I hope you're getting ready to enjoy this weekend and relax a little bit. 4th of July. Supposed to kick back and reflect upon our freedoms and how we got where we are. That's the idea here, to appreciate the freedoms that we have, baby. The freedoms that have been hard fought for. Let me throw that in there. Gary Spring, I'm drinking a filibuster ale, buddy. Makes me feel like passing legislation or something. Anyway, I hope you do take the time to relax this weekend. We've been through a whole hell of a lot in a short period of time, baby. Time just keeps flying by ever since the Orange Anus moved his ass back down to Mar-a-Lago or Bridgeport, wherever the hell he is right now. Who gives a shit? The only time I ever want to see him again is when they're putting cuffs on his ass, is what I'd like to see. But I got a shout out now because I have been saying a while on the show there that I thought Donnie Boy was going to wait until after the midterms. You know, if the Republicans take the midterms, baby, he was going to throw his hat in the ring. Well, I think he's changing his tune, and I may have overspoke. I think now the rumor has it now that Donnie's going to toss his hat in the ring now. I think he's feeling a little heat from the January 6th committee that keeps cranking out shit. It's not making Donnie Boy look good. Donnie's going to lose out on the opportunity to tap those chumps, those MAGA crowd, for another $1 or $2, baby. He can soak it out of him. If he grows for president now, he can get it. And besides that, like I said before, he's going to run for president to deflect from the January 6th mess. He's going to try to say it's a political attack because he's running for president again or some other kind of bullshit he's going to pull out of his ass to throw out to his MAGA crowd so they'll believe him that he's a patriotic American. Are you shitting me? That man is anything but. We have work to do, baby. Oh, now come in here with a freaking lighter that don't work. Are you shitting me? That's why you always have a backup. We have to be on our guard, baby. Because this this July 4th, this freedom for our nation, we need to reflect on how we got here and how we're going to keep it. Isn't that what Benjamin Franklin said? A republic, if you can keep it. Well, here we are, baby. And it looks like democracy's under attack. Oh, big time, baby. They're taking all the rights away. I don't care if it's your Miranda rights, your right to the own control of your body, where your tax dollars go, who gets a gun, who's going to take care of the air. Nobody. Because it's all getting thrown out the window, baby. They got a list they're going to go right down. And they ain't going to stop. They got a 6-3 majority on the court. What do you think they're going to do? They've had a hard-on like this for decades, baby. They finally wormed their way in. Why? Because of the filibuster, baby. That's how they got their ass in there. When Mitch McConnell carved out the filibuster for Supreme Court nominees, meaning you didn't need to have the 60 votes for a Supreme Court justice. All you need is 51. They controlled the freaking Senate, and guess what? We got 3 of them. So there you go, baby. That's what it's about. So now we're stuck with a 6-3 court. And they are balls to the wall. They got a list, like I said, gay marriages on contraception. Really? Sodomy. They're trying to change everything. Did you know down here in Texas, the Texas Education Board wants to take the word slavery out of textbooks and replace it with involuntary relocation? Really? What about that forced labor part? It's just involuntary relocation, and since they're standing around doing nothing, we gave them work to do. Ain't we nice? No. That's the kind of bullshit my state is trying to sell down here. Trying to erase history, trying to make it look like little Billy over there is all happy because there's nothing that was in our past that should make him be concerned about our future. But I think we all need to be concerned about future, baby. All of our future. Because if we don't, guess what? We won't be drinking filibuster beer. Excuse me. Hell no. We're all going to be drinking vodka, calling each other comrade. And your vote ain't going to mean nothing. Don't worry, you'll be too drunk on the vodka to give a shit anyway. Is that where we're going? Damn, that's pretty good beer. It's pretty stout, too. Anyway, we're watching an erosion of our rights, of our society itself. We have been divided by a lying sack of shit con man that every time you see him, you wonder to yourself, what the hell why are they attracted to him? I mean, why? Because he hugged the flag? He was rubbing his pecker on it. That's what he was doing. Donnie's always been a con man. That's what he's been. He's worse than that. He's a mobster in my book. That's how come he never signs anything. He never has any paper trail going to his ass. Everything is secondhand information because he don't want to get his ass caught. And that's where we are now in the January 6th committee. But no, baby, I think things are changing. Isn't that what they say on that committee anytime? Every time we have a committee meeting and the hearing comes out on live TV, next thing you know, there's more people calling up talking about, oh, I just remembered some shit. Yeah, a lot of them better start remembering a lot of shit. He's going to run. He's going to toss his hat in the ring. The question isn't to whether America's going to accept his ass, because I don't think we will. We shoved his ass out the door the last time. This blue wave is going to rise up again. A tsunami, baby. Are you shitting me? Wave my ass. We're going to wash over it, baby, and make sure his ass isn't anywhere near that White House again, near our Congress, near our government again. He's like a mold. He's like shit and mold. It gets all over and it starts spreading, and it's spread through some of our Congress. It's spread through some of our society. And we need to take control of that shit. The only way to do it is to do it the way our Constitution and our laws subscribe it. And that is charge his ass once there is a crime proven. Once there is a crime proven, well, then you arrest his ass. Isn't that what you do to the rest of society out here? We do something wrong, we get our ass arrested, we get our ass thrown in jail, we got to call a lawyer? Well, what the shit? Because we're all witnessing out here the crimes that this asshole did and the crimes that his minions are willing to do. I swear, if I was old Mark Meadows, I'd be a little nervous there. He's working his ass into a crack, I think. I don't know. I think there's a bunch of them. There's a list of, 5 senators have been subpoenaed? None of them want to come forward? Are you shitting me? Jim Jordan, come on, man. Jack it off. Jordan should be the first one up there yelling about what happened because he's an honest and patriotic man. Are you shitting me? He ain't no patriot. He's a minion for Donnie. He's got his tongue stove so far up there, it ain't even funny. It's disgusting breath, too. So Jim Jordan, Scott Perry, there's a list of them, Louis Comart. There's a list of them. We're not getting into the senators yet. Oh, Ron Johnson and all. That's how come we ought to be able to take Wisconsin. All you got to say is know the name Ron Johnson, and you know you're talking about a crook. If he's not a crook, well, I think he's about the most ignorant man in government then. I don't know what's going on. My chief of staff just got an anonymous letter from somebody, and we was just going to hand it to the vice president because I don't know my ass from hole in the ground. That's what we're supposed to expect out of him? Bullshit. Look at me. I'm on the phone here. I'm talking to somebody. No, you're not. We can see your phone. Ain't nothing there. He's a jackass. We should be able to defeat that shit. In Pennsylvania, are you shitting me? Dr. Oz, Mr. TV Doctor, Mr. The reason the Second Amendment is for an over-intrusive government. You want to know where the Republican Party is going with Trump? Look at what Dr. Oz said, because that's what in his commercial, when he whipped out his gun and he started blowing shit up because, gives Republicans a hard on when they do that. So Dr. Oz is talking about, well, that's the Second Amendment right to protect yourself and to protect yourself from an over-intrusive government. That's what he's emphasizing in his ad. And then you have to ask yourself, well, who's he talking to? The people that were at the Capitol on January 6th is the people he's talking to. He's trying to convince them. I've been saying this shit for a while. Hey, Carolyn and John Majesco, I got to talk to them on the phone today. Had a wonderful conversation with both John and Carolyn. I hope they get on Discord so we can invite them into the room and have a conversation. Anyway, oh shit, where was I? I forgot where I was. I was distracted by my visit today with Carolyn and John. Anyway. Where was I? I don't know. Done lost my train of thought. I can't figure out why that keeps happening. But one of these days I'm going to figure it out. But my mind hasn't got to wander too far before it comes back to the basic reality, baby. This is our country. The freedom and the celebrations that we're gonna celebrate this July 4th were hard fought. People died for this shit to get us here. And we're supposed to turn our back on all the progress we've made because we've got a bunch of wackos in the Supreme Court that's going to overturn it? No, baby. No, what was it? Joe Biden said, we ain't giving up. This ain't the end of this shit. Hell no. You want abortion rights? You want women to have the right to do with their body what they see fit and not what your God figures out somebody ought to be doing over there or some shit like that? Then get your ass out and vote, baby, because we need that tsunami. We need to pick up seats in the Senate so we can codify Roe v. Wade into law. If the Supreme Court, we got the power, baby. All of that is within us. We just have to exercise our power. And when we do, we win. We've already shown that. But we can't rest on our laurels, man. We can't sit back and say, well, we elected Barack Obama. Look at there. Everything was great. It was. And I miss that man. Now we got Joe Biden, baby, and he's trying to fix the mess, the crap pile that Donnie left. And it's not easy, baby. They've thrown the damn economy into a tailspin. You know, I told you all the other day, I got in a discussion with a young fellow who's blaming Joe Biden for the gas prices, and I told him, if a president could control the price of gas, hell, we'd always have cheap gas, baby. It's not Joe Biden. It's Exxon, baby. It's Mobil. They're making money out the wazoo. And that's how come oil companies favor Republicans. Yeah, because they get a little bit more money. And it's all about the money with the Republicans. That's it, baby. You want to know why the court struck down the EPA's authority to regulate emissions from power plants, baby? Money. Regulations get in the way of profit, baby. We don't need scrubbers on there to take out the bad stuff. Just crank it out in the air. Let God handle it. Yeah, God ain't doing so good on the environmental front. I hate to tell y'all. Things ain't looking too good. And people my age remember, like I said the other day, words like acid rain. It was pretty common back in the 60s, early 70s. Why? Because they just cranked that shit up in the atmosphere and just didn't give a crap. But guess what? I think we're going to see a return of it pretty soon. Because you got to remember, this shit's happening now. But the time that Donnie Boy was in office and Scott Pruitt was in charge of the EPA, holy shit, that's what he was doing. Getting rid of regulations, streamlining things for, man, you know, fascists. Fair profit. Are you shitting me? Ain't no fair. Joe Biden's got it right. They ought to put a windfall tax on the oil companies and then distribute that back to the people. And no form of socialism, give you a debit card so you can pay for some of that gas at the damn pump. So you can maybe buy the groceries at the store all of a sudden went up sky high on everything. I think it was Tyson Chicken got their ass in trouble because they went up on their prices for no freaking reason. Why? Well, because the news said there was inflation going on. So if the news says it must be true, so we must raise our prices. Welcome to capitalism, baby. It has no respect for how much money you have in your wallet. It only is concerned with how much money they can get out of your wallet. And down here on this end of the ladder, baby, things get a little tough. You know, if you're sitting up there high on the hog and you ain't got no worries in the world, thank goodness for it. I'm happy for you. But guess what? That's not where most of the people, I was telling John and Carolyn, and I'm honest about my shit. Baby, they sent a nice donation in with their letter. I was so appreciative of it. If it hadn't been for that donation, I wouldn't be here right now because it paid my internet bill. I live way out in the country. I wouldn't have no freaking internet. So I appreciate those when they come up and when they happen. And because not everybody is sitting high on the end up there. There's a lot of working people, steel-toed shoe life. That's what we do. We work our ass off, whether you're wearing steel-toed shoes or whether you're pushing a broom somewhere. It's a rough life. And it's hard enough when the economy starts going up and all of a sudden you can't afford shit. That ain't Joe Biden's fault, baby. He's doing everything he can to get this shit back down. Yeah, Republicans helping him? Nah, not much, baby. Not much. Republicans are just happy with things going south. So they can point at it and look at it and go, oh, look how terrible things are. Joe Biden's doing a terrible job. Are you shitting me? Republicans would just as soon as see this country suffer as much as they can just so they can. It's a political ad for them. Elect me and I'll make things better. No, elect them and they'll rape it even more. Just like they did the first time. That's the shit and ass problem with getting old. As most of us have a memory. And we can remember all this shit every time a Republican comes in office. Things always seem to go to shit. The economy, well, they make a lot of money, baby. Believe me, business loves it when the Republicans are in. They make more money. But as soon as the bill comes due, the Democrat has to come in and try to clean the shit up. Try to make it better for the rest of us out here. And then here come the Republicans getting screaming about gas prices or the economy or some shit. It's a terrible game, and I've seen it played over and over and over, and I'm tired of it. The one thing that we have to do is make sure that we take a majority this midterms, baby. That's what my show, that's for the last 6 years I've been pushing the pom-poms on, baby. We need to be involved in this society or we're not going to have much of one. We're just, like I said, going to be standing around, passing the vodka bottle around, talking about the good old days, when we had democracy. instead of fascism or theocracy, whichever one you think is coming, because one of the two is here. It's either going to be fascism or it's going to be theocracy. Let's see how the church wins out. Are the evangelicals powerful enough to just take it all so they can start issuing out those little white bonnets and the red capes and all that shit and get us in line and, you know, for the betterment of all? I don't think so, baby. I have the same vision for our future that I think most of you have. A society of inclusiveness where we all enjoy the same rights. A society that is not hell-bent on trying to make life harder for the least of us, but trying to lift them up into our society. You know, I read an article the other day. The happiest damn countries on the planet are socialism. They have, you know, Netherlands and Switzerland, all them countries over there that take care of their citizens, that make sure they have an education, that they have a place to live and food to eat, all that kind of shit. Yeah? You ever seen some of our big cities nowadays? Tents everywhere, baby. The homeless are everywhere. Tell me we can't solve that problem. Are you shitting me? Yeah, we could. There's a lot of problems we could solve if we work together honestly. But when one side is just worried about the bottom line and how much money they can make, honesty is not high on their list of attributes that they want to contribute to the system here. No, baby, they want to play the game. And if Donnie gets back in, the game changes, baby. And if he gets back in again, I don't know if we're ever going to get out of it. Anyway, let me jump over here real quick because I want to thank Lady Freedom Rocks came in with a $10 donation. And she said, let me get my banger here because I need my banger. She said, we the people running for governor, we have people running for governor promising to finish the wall and blame Biden for the inflation, especially the gas prices. They are calling themselves Trump Republicans. Trump Republicans, you know what I call them? Traitors. That's what you are. If I said it the other day, put out a short little video. If you got the American flag out front of your house and you're supporting Trump, Jesus whiz, guess what? You're not a patriot. You're just you're in the same line of treasonous assholes that Donnie is. I swear, every time I look at the Trump Republicans, the MAGA crowd, you know what I see? Honestly, 1933 Germany, baby. That's what I see in these people. To these people, he's a god. He's like Hitler was to the Germans back then. They worshipped his ass. He had all the answers. That was it. It was the Jews' problem. Now it's immigrants. It's anything. Just get them riled up and want them to do whatever they want to do with the, you know, good God-fearing Christians like they were back in 1933. That's who I consider people who are still supporting this man to be. You're showing the same attributes. Timothy Silva Jr. came in with a $10 donation and said, economic recessions have been caused by Republicans more times than any Democratic administration. Republicans only want a Christian fascist state, and we must vote them out to save our democracy. You couldn't say it any better than that, Timothy. I'm telling you, baby, that's what they want, a Christian fascist state, where corporations are the real God, but hey, we'll let that Jesus fellow in so we can keep them all in a tight group there. It is. It scares me. I've been saying for a while, we don't have 9 judges on the court. Are you shitting me? We have a 10-member court. That other seat over there, you just can't see it. But guess who's sitting in there? That's right, your favorite God. I don't buy into that shit. I'm sorry. Not everybody worships the same God. There's 4,200 religions on this planet, baby. Which God? Oh, just their God. And that's the problem, baby. That's the problem. Constitution gives us all the right to free worship. But they, the Republican Party, they don't buy it that way, baby. When the Constitution talks about religion, they were talking about Christians, baby. Well, now were they talking about the Baptist or the Methodist or the Catholics or, oh, I don't know. Christians, you know, throw it all up in a loop. Yeah, not everybody believes in that. And we wish those that did would pay attention to what their good book says, we'd have a whole lot better society. Because if your religion is more about me than it is about you, then you're doing it wrong. You're reading it wrong, baby. And anyway, that's right. My body, my choice. Her body, her choice. What that meme say? They need to start regulating dicks, not Janes. Yeah, I agree with that. But we're going to get there, baby. Don't worry. Contraception, I guess that takes away the pill, any kind of condom device or what is that? I don't know. I'm old. What the hell do I know about contraception? I don't give a shit. Never have. Anyway, I hope y'all have a great weekend. I hope y'all get time to enjoy the beer, enjoy the bud a little bit, and remind yourselves that this is one society. We are having to put up with a certain percentage of our society that has drank the Kool-Aid and gone apeshit crazy for a man. Not an ideal, not a constitution, none of that stuff. Not freedom and liberty, but Trump, who we know to be a lying sack of shit. And it's sad that we have a portion of our population out there that does not see that and does not want to realize it, doesn't want to see the news. They're convinced he's the man, and that is sad for our society, and it's sad for democracy. Because when you latch on to one man, baby, it's not one person, it's not a democracy anymore. What you want is a king. And we don't take kindly to kings, baby. It just kills me every time I think of Michael Flynn. A lieutenant general retired from the U.S. Army was asked, do you believe in a peaceful transfer of power? And he takes the fifth. Yeah. Donnie boy's like poison, baby. May not kill you real quick, but it eats your soul from the inside, baby. It corrupts your morals, your integrity, every fucking thing you ever held dear, or your God, or your Jesus, your Bible, whatever. You're going to throw it in the ditch for this guy and rub that Trump shit all over you so you smell just like him, like a pile of crap. So when you smell that shit, stay away from it. Encourage your friends to be involved in this society, to be involved in our democracy, to take this shit seriously. You don't have to spend all your freaking time like I have to do, digging in the news and reading this shit and that shit to get ready for a show. We do a show 5 days a week if I'm lucky nowadays. 3 days live. Y'all come by and see us. But you have to have an interest in it, in an overall understanding that it is only by our participation that this democracy even survives. The republic, if you can hold it. So let's hold it, baby. Anyway, let's slide into a nice weekend. Enjoy your beer, enjoy your margarita or your wine. Puff a little stuff in your bowl there if you're so inclined. Enjoy it and soak back. I hope you visit with friends and family and have a great time. And but always keep in mind that these friends, these family, that's why we do this, baby, is to protect them and their future. So let's do that. That's all we're asking out here. That and a lighter that works when you need it to. Anyway, y'all enjoy yourself. Have a great time. Enjoy your weekend. We'll be back here live for another Blue Dot family meeting on YouTube, on Facebook at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time on Sunday. And for everybody else, thank you for being here. Carolyn and John, love talking to you today. Bill joins. Indeed, have a great Independence Day. And yeah, we'll be here live on Sunday, and then we'll have an audience in here, and we'll discuss shit. And until then, y'all take care of yourself. Put a smile on your face. Better yet, put a smile on somebody else's face. I got to reach up here and turn the TikTok off. I'm just starting to get a hang of this TikTok shit, so please, you TikTok people, hang on to me. I'm just learning how to navigate. I don't know how to do half this shit. I want to say thank you. We've passed over 30,000 followers on TikTok, 180,000 something likes. I want to thank all of you involved in TikTok. We're trying to incorporate it where we can have you in our live family meetings so you can participate and hear the questioning and the discussion from our Blue Dot family on Discord. So TikTok, we're working on shit. We'll get there sooner or later. Anyway, that's all I got, and we'll see y'all later.